Three, two, one. We're live. Today is Tuesday, February 12th, 2019. I'm here with Alvaro. I'm Matt, and we're going over some Charity Commissions API stuff. And you're gonna share your screen. You were saying?
Okay. I have a lot of, the screen, and that's it. Are you watching my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I don't use very often Google Hangouts, and I have a lot of stuff here. Okay, perfect.
It's actually a black
screen. Let me show you from the beginning the result. Okay, the result, and then I tell you how I did it.
Alvaro,
okay?
Alvaro,
excuse me.
Black screen.
It's a black screen?
Yes.
Excuse me. Should be working.
Now it's working.
It's not working.
I can see. Yeah, it's working.
But you don't see my screen.
I can see your screen. Yes, now I can. Yeah.
Okay. And now?
It still looks like you're looking at the Hangouts. It's a bit frozen.
Shit. I haven't shared my screen here from work. Maybe is.
Are you on a what kind of computer are you on?
Sorry?
What kind of computer are you on?
Well, a Windows computer.
Right. Okay.
Let me share again just to make sure. Okay. Screen share. My entire screen. Share. Is it working? Do you see my screen?
Let me see. Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Well, this is a machine that I have for testing purposes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have created it's a copy here of Charity Commission API, and I have created one new endpoint that is this one, organizations.
Okay.
Okay. So when you get this endpoint, well, the result are the organization is the same model, the same organization model, okay, of local support, but here in Charity API. So, well, the only attribute that I have added at the moment is the description.
Okay.
Okay. So, well, this is I have used the search the little search model, so I can type things like that. For example, description. This sorry, description. Why not? No. See organizations. No. Yeah, organizations.
I think you want a question.
No. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. What have I done? Okay. Well, I don't know why the first two show, but for example, the third one, here along description with all the description fields joined. This is what I have done to get from each charity all the charity object records, join them, and store the result in. Well, okay, here, for example, this one is a very long one with several records. Okay. So let me explain what I've done. So
yes,
what do you think? I have added in Charity API the organization model of local support. Okay. I'll show you. Okay. Well, the same model, the same organization model of local support. I have added that model in Charity API. Okay, so I have made a task, a new task, which is this one. I have reused the way the tasks are made in local support. So okay, this tag only invokes this export organization, which is a service. Here, export organization. Okay. Well, this is, forget that. This first three lines is because Visual Studio didn't put the colors right. I don't know why. So this is where the things really begin, no? Initialize, blah blah blah, and then what I do is this. I obtain all the charities, all the main charities. That is the charities with sub number equals 0. The charities are the main charities, and from each charity, I have used the code that you developed the other day to obtain all the charity objects. Well, with some improvements. I have ordered the results by sequence number, and also here
remove
remove this strange characters that the objects have when they have split it into several lines. They have weird characters like this. You know, this one is a weird character and some dots. So I think that I have the correct expression to join the characters and the objects, the several parts, and eliminate the weird characters. And then what I do is to create a new organization if it doesn't exist. Copy the fields of the charity to this new organization, and then save the organization. Okay, and that's it. So nice. once this task is finished, I have all the charities, but in the organization model. So when we have the result that is ready to be imported into local support. Of course, this is not finished. I preferred to talk to you to see what you think about this before I continue. Completing the rest of the fields. I know that you want to put values. I think that this is what you call geocoding, to put the values of the latitude and longitude of attributes. I suppose that using the address or something like that. But what you were doing before was to create on the fly the JSON from the charity table and the charity objects table, and to do this join while answering the request. But I saw that this query, at least in my machines, was very slow.
Correct.
So I thought that it was better to run the task, the task to create all the organizations from the charity tables. It takes more or less 2 hours in my virtual machine, which is not a very powerful virtual machine. It takes two hours. So I think that it's better to migrate, let's say, all the charities to the organization model, and then have the endpoint, have this endpoint. Of course, this endpoint needs to be, I have to this only returns 50 records.
Yeah.
Before putting this into serious production, I have to add pagination. It's correct. Pagination.
Pagination,
Pagination, of course. So this could be really used from local support to import all the organizations. But I wanted to know your opinion about this, if you think that this makes sense, or what do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely. I mean, it's great progress. Like, I would what I would encourage really is to putting in like a work in progress pull request, because like I totally understand you wanting to get feedback on it before like putting in even more time to see, and that's so I know like working with Sam, for example, he likes work in progress pull requests almost like as early as possible, so that you can kind of get an idea of the direction that you're headed and know whether it's something that he sees as a good direction or not. Like, it totally makes sense to me what you're doing. I think like the fact that it's like the import would be like they were creating those creating that JSON on the fly is maybe not a huge deal, because like it is an import. It's a rake task as well that runs nightly. So it runs at like 2 a.m. And if it takes like 3 hours, it doesn't really matter, because nobody's, I mean, even if anyone is using the site, it's not going to affect people using the site. But like I guess like there is a chance that it could fail during that import. And then that would be, then it would be incomplete. So,
but if the import fails, the import really does the only sorry, my English only updates the records. So only updates the records. So once the import has finished the first time, all the organization records are there. The next runs, the process, the task only updates the records. So if for one reason someday the task fails, the records are still there, only they are not updated.
Yeah,
and this task, I think that should be run once a month. Every new a charity commission exports the data once a month. So we will need to run this task only once a month.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, and this task, well, the way that I have coded right now is that it takes all the charities, but I don't know if you want all the charities. The task could be also have parameters to run the task for some specific set of charities, maybe the charities that belong to a specific postcodes, or the charities that have some characteristic. Right now, the task makes a full scan of the charity table, but I can make modifications to get the task be more smart and have parameters and so on. I also to the task to complete more quickly, I have added, but you'll see that in the pull request, I have added one more attribute to organizations. That is the rec number of the charity.
Yes.
And when I use this find or create by, I use the rec number. Let me.
Yeah,
you see that the rec number.
Well, you're not sharing your screen any longer, so.
And I have oh, sorry, I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that totally makes sense.
And I have also made you see my screen now? Okay. So you see the code?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I can see it.
Do you see rec number? I have added the rec number field to organization, and I have also make an index in the organization table, a rec index with the rec number. To speed up this operation, because without the index this operation was very slow.
Yeah.
But okay. What do you want me to do is I make a pull request.
Yes, please.
Could you please? I have never done a pull request.
Okay.
So could you please more or less explain what I have to do?
Are you you're working on a forked copy of the
Yeah. I have a fork of.
Okay.
I have a fork.
Have you been making like commits or?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have a branch in my fork copy. I have a branch. It is this one. Let me. Oh.
Okay, cool, awesome. And can you do like a git log? Cool, nice, awesome.
Well,
and could you do like a git status?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And can you do git remotes minus v? Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, that's what. Yes, I have. Yeah, I have.
Cool. So yeah, if you want to, can you push up the? Maybe you have already. Can you push up the code to origin?
Yeah.
Okay. And can you go to? Yeah. Yeah.
And yesterday I made a git fetch.
Yep. You. So if you want to, if you, one thing that's good.
Why not?
Yeah. I think if you go back to the organizations, like git checkout organizations. and then if you say git pull upstream master, but I don't think there's any changes that you need to be pulling in, but it's a good habit to get into. So yeah,
Okay.
you're up to date. So now, can you go to your GitHub in
Yeah.
the browser?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you really want to go to like the GitHub, the parent repo, but you can get there from your repo. Yep. And then click on Agile Ventures. Yep. And then if you click on pull requests,
I more or less no. So new pull request,
yep.
and then I choose my
choose,
my branch.
No. Leave the base the way it is, and you click on that. You see that compare across forks.
Yeah.
Now the compare across forks.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you do change that one that you were on. Yeah, head that one there to your fork.
My fork. Okay.
Yep.
And my branch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And then it'll tell you whether ability to merge. Okay. So then create pull request.
Okay.
And then there's not really an issue for this. I don't think. But I can check to see if there's any issues for this. There actually might be an issue that you can reference. Because normally what we do in like the body of your pull request.
No, there are no issues for that.
Yeah, okay. I can create an issue.
Okay.
Create new endpoint with charities overview to include descriptions, latitude, longitude, submit pull request, submit new issue, sorry. So the issue number is 11. So then if you, in the body of that,
in the body?
No, in the body, you put, no, you don't need there. And in the body, if you put fixes and then the hash symbol, and then 11. Yeah. And then you can put like in the header, in the header there with organizations before or after. Normally I put before so people see. You can do like square brackets and put like a capital WIP.
Work in progress. Okay.
Yeah. And then you can even in the body you can ask for, or you can ask for a review, or you can tag the people like at Tansaku, at Brent,
and then
Brent like BR. I think you should. It's Brent Vardy, so BREN. Can you just type like there you go. The second.
Okay.
And then say whatever you want to say, like, hey, could you please give me a review? So it's still a work in progress, but I'd like to get some feedback before I continue.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I like your idea, because what I was starting to say earlier is that we have that import service in local support, which like it will do its thing, and if it takes a long time, it's okay. But the reason I like what you did and doing an export job as well is that if I want to do like local development, I can get the information much faster. Than if I actually hit that endpoint and create that on the fly every time, like we were doing last week. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what other people's feedback will be, and my feedback is not as important as the people that are going to be merging it. But I really like your direction on this.
Okay.
the things that you're doing about like indexing it, which makes it faster to find it in the database, and with doing an export that allows the import job will probably finish really quickly because there's, it's not a lot that it needs to actually work through. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see what you think, what they think about this. But let me ask you one question.
Yeah, sure.
Local support, it's the only system that will import data from Charity API, or when you thought about Charity API, you thought about a system where other applications other than local support could make a request to Charity API? Because what I don't think, doesn't make very much sense for me is the flow. We get the Charity Commission data, and then import the data to Charity API, and then we make a resource in Charity API for local support to get to make request to this endpoint, and then the data goes from Charity API to local support. So my question is, why don't we import directly the Charity Commission data files directly into local support? Why the need of the intermediate Charity Commission API application?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. So
I do know what you mean. I think, like, to answer the question, I think there's a couple things. Like, one, I think that it's open source, so it's very possible that it will be used by other people. Like,
okay.
I think we would encourage that. Like, that's why we have it open source. The other thing is that we're working on right now, like, trying to get funding opportunities in the UK where we can kind of have a directory of charities that spans like all of London and not just, or all of England. I'm not sure. But, I think all of London.
I understood that. No, I think that you are exploring the possibility to have like several copies of local support, no, geolocalized copies of local support, but we could import in each copy of local support. We could import the part of the Charity Commission data that corresponds to this copy, maybe using the information of the postcode or something, to have this.
Well, that's. I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Like the other, like we definitely, I think for local support, we're interested in kind of just the postcode that's like that HA2.
Yeah.
So if you look at, like, you probably saw in the in
the code. Yeah,
but I think the other reason for the intermediary that you're questioning about is that, like, we're importing the, like, we're adding the, like, converting those CSV files into MySQL, and then so you notice that, like, Charity Commission's API has MySQL database, and then, like, they did some work in trying to convert it into Postgres, like those CSV files, and at the same time that Sam was kind of working on that, Brent was working on just converting into MySQL, because the Charity Commissions, they use like MS SQL, I think, like they use Microsoft, and so MySQL, he ended up making more progress on getting it imported into a MySQL database, and then from there we can import it into the Postgres database.
Okay, yeah, there is you are right. The data that the Commission exports is some weird format, specifically for Microsoft SQL. But the first tool I have to use is a tool that converts this .bcp format into CSV, normal CSV. So and that those CSV files could be imported directly into PostgreSQL as well.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, I think
no
we should
problem.
definitely keep that
Well,
open.
let me explain. I have no problems. I will continue working. It is what you wanted to in Charity API. I just wanted to know what is the purpose of this man in the middle.
Yes.
So okay.
I mean, that's my understanding of it, but
Okay.
you know, I'm by far not the expert on.
Okay. Sorry.
I wasn't. No. Please. I think it's good for. I need to be asking more questions sometimes as well. Like sometimes I just end up working on stuff and not really understanding exactly why it is that we're doing things the way we're doing things. So I definitely don't apologize for anything. That's what I understand, and I think that, you know, this week we didn't have the Locust Bar meeting, but we will on Monday. So if you're able to make it, like, you know, by then, hopefully you'll be able to get a code review. I know Sam's sick right now, but he probably will be by his computer at least. So hopefully you can get a code review in the meantime. And Brent as well, he's really busy, but he might not be available for pairing sessions, but he might be available to give a code review. And then we can kind of continue the conversation from there. And I'm available if you want to try to have another pairing session after we get some feedback. I'll make myself available.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Matt. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you soon.